So I'm going to show you another technique that the bad guys use to compromise your account. So how many of you use two-factor authentication? What two-factor is, in case some of you don't know, it's when you have to put in a code in addition to your username and password to log into your account. And usually that code, you could open up an application on your mobile device, or you could receive it as a text message. So let's go ahead and show you actually how this works. Over here we have the bad guy's computer, and you see this big white screen. That's going to become important in a moment. And over here we just have the typical Windows 10 computer that's been patched. It has the latest antivirus on here. So this is typically what you'd have in your company and at home. So let's go ahead and open up Chrome. We're going to log into Gmail. I'm going to click on Gmail up here. I'm going to click Sign In. And I'm going to click Next because my password's there. And now when I click Next again, because my password is saved, it's going to send me a push notification on my mobile phone to confirm that I actually have this mobile phone in my possession as what we call the second factor. So go ahead and watch the mobile phone. I'm going to click Next. Over here, I got what they call the push notification. And now on my mobile device, it's asking if this is me or not. So I'm going to click Yes. And I'll be logged into my account. That's how two-factor works. Now here's how the bad guys could exploit you. Typically, when you're logged into your email, you might get documents or files that are sent using Google Drive or Google Docs. This is very common when you're using Google Email. So what this fish is where the attacker is sending somebody a resume, and when they open up the resume, they're able to get enough information to log into that person's account. So let me show you how this works. Is we have an email here. We're going to click on it. And what this shows, that it's a Google Drive document. And what it is this gentleman, John, is sending his resume here. You see where it's a PDF file. And here we have the Open button. So we're going to go ahead and click Open. And now, what Google is doing is it's asking me to authenticate to get access to that document, which is a little bit suspicious because I've already logged into my Gmail account. It shouldn't be asking me again. And if you take a look on the top here, and I'm going to zoom in here, what we have here on the top is you see accounts.googleaccounts.us.com. Well, that's not really Google. That's actually a fish. But let me follow through and show you what exactly happens that I was logged into, which is mitnickhacks@gmail.com. I'm going to click Next. Now it's asking me for my password. I'm going to put that in. Now when I click Next, I'm going to get, again, another push notification to my mobile phone to confirm that it's me. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we're going to get a push notification to my mobile phone, and I'm going to click Yes. And now I'm going to be able to see the document because I authenticated. So what the fish is I received the document, I clicked Open, it actually brought me to a site that looks like Google, and it asked for my username, my password, and it sent me a push notification to log in. And now the victim has seen the resume, and they think that everything is fine and dandy. But it isn't. If we take a look over here at the hacker's computer, we have a lot of information here. As we can see as we zoom in, we see the email mitnickhacks@gmail.com. We see the password that the victim entered was just to test 2FA. And then we have a whole bunch of information under this, right? We are not able to capture the push, but we're able to capture enough information to log into the victim's account. And this is what they call a cookie. I'm not going to explain it, but what the hacker could do is simply copy the victim's cookie, and then what they could do is open up their browser, and I'm going to open up in incognito mode. I'm going to type in gmail.com, and now what I'm going to do, load the stolen cookie into my browser. So I'm going to paste it in, I'm going to hit enter, and now I'm logged in to the victim's email account without even having access to their mobile device. So will two-factor authentication protect you from being phished? Well, as you can see, absolutely not. So what you have to do is you have to stop, look, that means look at the URL in your browser and think before you put in your username and password.